Good afternoon, Ken here. So I spent the morning out working in the garden trying to beat the heat today. We're headed up over 100 degrees as we move into Songkran here. It's going to be a smoking hot weekend here. Anyway, so a bit hungry, so I'm going to go step into the kitchen and I'm going to cook up a quick lunch. Today I'm going to make some Pad Krapao Moo, which is a spicy stir-fried pork with basil. It's a very traditional Thai dish. As usual, you know, I'm the white guy here, so I kind of add my own twist a little bit. I don't take this one too far off base because the tradition is pretty darn good. But anyway, so if you want to kick back and watch my video here and get an idea how I cook it, you may want to try this one at home. It's pretty tasty, and the ingredients are all things that you can find easily even back home in the States. So anyway, Pad Krapao Moo. Let's get started. Okay, time to cook lunch here. So I'm making some Pad Krapao Moo. And everything you see here is fresh out of my garden. Garlic, chilies, onion. This is long bean chopped up here. And basil. And I don't use the regular Krapao basil that most Thais use here. This is kind of the sweet basil we call holy basil. I really like the aroma and flavor of it a lot better. Anyway, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to put all the ingredients right here, and I'm going to saute them in oil for a little bit. And once they're sauteed, I will add the pork and then the beans, and the very last thing, just for the last couple of minutes, is to put the basil in. Alright, so I've got the chili, in Thai it's called prit, and garlic, which is gatiem, and onion sauteing, and I don't know the Thai word for onion yet. I've looked it up, but I've forgotten. I'm a little bit slow on learning my Thai. But anyway, so I'm going to saute these here just for a couple of minutes. I've got them just lightly browned, so ready to put the pork in. And now I've stir-fried the pork in. It's not completely ready. But a couple of ingredients to add at this point. I put in a little bit of raw brown sugar, about a spoonful. Now I'm adding pork powder. Here they call it lot D. Just again, 1 spoonful of that. Just so you know, I don't use any MSG, which most places, if you order this in a restaurant, they love to pour the MSG, monosodium glutamate, into Thai food. So if you're really wanting to avoid that, you need to request that when you order food in the restaurants here. Okay, so I'm going to stir that in. Next up here is oyster sauce. And I don't put a lot of it in, just like the flavor that it gives. And then I use a little bit of Mickey sauce. That's what everybody calls it here anyway. And then you don't want to go too heavy on that because it's pretty salty, kind of like a soy sauce. Stir that in next. Okay, next up is my beans. And that's not the real traditional thing to put in this, but I really like them. And like I say, they're fresh from my garden, and I have a ton of them right now. They're good and healthy for you, and they taste really good cooked into this Pad Krapao. So I'm going to stir fry those in, give that a few minutes. And now the last ingredient, which is probably one of the more important ones, is the basil. And the basil just goes in right at the end. It cooks down really fast. And that just gets stirred in here, sauteed together with all the other ingredients. It only takes about 3 minutes. And this is ready. Oh man, as soon as that basil hits the pot, you can just smell the aroma of it. It smells fantastic. Making me hungry already. So right before starting cooking everything up there, I put some rice here in the rice cooker. And this is ready to go, just about right. This takes about 15 to 20 minutes. This is Thai jasmine rice. Okay, there you go. Pad Krapao Moo, which is spicy pork with basil. So I've got chilies, basil, garden beans in there, long bean, onion, garlic, lots of goodies. Anyway, it's really hot. I want to get out of the kitchen, so I'm going to go into my nice AC office and eat my lunch.